Hello, hello. Oh, okay, we've got sound. Great. Uh, oh, crap. Okay. Okay. Come on. Anyway, welcome into the live stream. I'm just getting the game up, which is pretty necessary to provide commentary. There we go. Right. 1, 2. Okie dokie. Let's just see how that sounds. I'll do that. Okay, we're gonna try because I just don't want to make sure the audio isn't coming in too hard, because otherwise then I could get copyright strike maybe. So I'm just gonna play it. Otherwise, I could get. You don't have to smile to backlash. Okay, we'll go with that. So many rainbows. And the thing. Okay, we'll go with that. Oh, what a weekend so far though for the Six Nations, right? I mean, first game Ireland Scotland. Mute myself. Don't want to hit myself speaking. What a game! I mean, to start off with Ireland Scotland. I thought Scotland could do it, but Ireland were just 10 out of 10 for me. They were truly excellent. And then Wales, Italy. I mean, who saw that coming? Wales with an absolute powerhouse performance. I definitely think part of it was like Italy just wearing themselves out with the emotional win against England. But I mean, full credit to Wales. They played probably the best rugby they played all tournament as well. So that was magnificent. For this game, I mean, as I said in the preview video, I don't see anything other than us getting absolutely smashed. But as is with being a fan, there is always a sliver of hope, always a sliver of hope. God, it's not been the best Six Nations for England, has it? And even me, who is like major Borthwick believer, like I'm not. I don't think we should actually get rid of him. I think he's got to go. He's got to stay until the World Cup, right? But just tilt this a little bit. See how this goes. He's got to stay to the World Cup, but it's not exactly confidence building. And I do think if England lose today and they lose by like a substantial amount and they don't look good, I reckon it's a 50-50 chance Borthwick's gone. Because you either get rid of him now, or you stick with him. And if this if this game goes so badly and it basically looks like, hey, this is where rugby is now, and this is where England are, and they are just so far apart that you can't justify it, then I think he's got. I think the RFU is going to think he's got to go. But we'll see. I mean, I'm nervous, and I don't think it's going to go well. I'll put it that way.
The biggest thing that they're going to be facing is what's stood right next to them there in the tunnel. This is an exceptional French team, and the England team will know that if they don't come with everything, it's going to be a tough night. But it's also that perfect space to be in. Backs against the wall, everything to show. Why not tonight? And that's really exciting here. Will we see the beginning of that? I really hope so. But the atmosphere here is incredible. It's setting itself. The conditions are perfect for a big game. Let's hope we see one. Dan, sometimes when your back is against the wall, you can produce the unexpected, can't you? You would have been in a situation. I think
other thing as well, if you look at the Stade de France as well, I mean, absolutely popping. Everyone always wants England's scout, especially the French, man.
So they bring it up. They become the teams then. You can answer some alternative distinctive commentary by using the audio description function.
Here we go. Guys are coming out. How long we got till kickoff? 4 minutes. Oh, I'm going to get my phone charger in as well. Don't want that going down halfway through the game. Okay.
We picked up the story here in Paris at the start of February, full of sometimes scarcely believable adventures, heroes, villains, and now very soon the last word. Lots of you might be thinking that you already know how this ends, but this is sport, so let's see.
It would be so England and so Borthwick to. I reckon the most England. There's two ways this could be the most England game ever. We lose, but we lose, and it's a great performance. But we don't quite win the game, or we lose, and it's by like 50 points, and it's embarrassing. I can't, and I think it's number 2 out of the 2 options. Just listening to interviews out of everything coming out of camp as well, it's all doom and gloom. I mean, I listened to an interview with Joe Hayes earlier in the week. Joe Hayes, of all players, to get an interview with, and he was just like, focuses on this week, and it's all just screams to me like horse blinders. Do you know what I mean? Just like, and it's different to the messages they've had before. Messages before have been like week on week, build a week on week, and at the moment it's just like not bury your head in the sand, but it's more like ignore what you've done and keep going, which that feels like a recipe for disaster as well. So, but we'll see. I have faith. A small modicum of faith left. And he just listens to the anthem going off, man. This is then like this is an anthem of like everyone prepare for a giant celebration. Feels like D-Day, landing in the boats in France. You know what's about to meet you, and it is not pretty. Oh, jeez. Right, come on. Come on, make it interesting at least. Right, we've got to get one more advert in. Thank you, ITV.
Don't think like you can't do it, because you can.
Six Nations by ITV, sponsored by Defender. Oh. Feel that?
Feel what?
The crash sound.
Crash what?
The crash sound. It builds suspense. I know there's evidence.
Well, I mean,
There's danger.
best case scenario, England win the game. What does that mean for England as well? I haven't got a clue. I feel like you finished it. Even if you win this game, you still have a lot of questions that don't go away, and then the next game you've got is against South Africa as well. So you've got a year to the World Cup at this point. Don't know. I really don't know. Did also think as well, you know, end of the game last week, and I was like, I've got to get through a whole more week of, you know, just a normal life, and then we actually get England have one last chance to put things right. Because I'm in the minority, but I thought England did like pretty much everything right up until 20 minutes to go in the game, and then it all just kind of let go. That's my personal opinion. I know I'm in the minority. Right, here we go. Nika is refereeing this game as well, and he's okay. He has games where he's great, and then he has games where he's just off. Remember in the Champions Cup final last year, and he just was not on ball at all. For both sides, I don't think he gave a particular team an advantage, but he just wasn't consistent in any of the calls that he was giving. But we'll see how he does today. God, these colours are confusing. They're both very pale.
Into champions rather than the team in the blue tonight, the lighter shade of blue.
Chesham at 6 is interesting for me as well. I mean, it shows they want another line-out option. They want more mobility. Oh, there we go. Got the ball. That's quick ball. Oh, no, he's isolated. No, he's isolated. No, he's not. Oh God, this is some serious intent. There we go. That's a nice kick, Daly. That is a nice kick, Daly. Oh, 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 Sam Atkinson. No. No. Where's the knock on? Well, it's a hell of a kick through by Daly. Yeah, to be fair, that is a knock on from Freeman. I was too excited in the as it was happening live. But I mean, here we go. We got a scrum, opposition 5-meter line. The French scrum has not been completely infallible as well this tournament. I think they've definitely got me through there in the second row, and that makes a huge difference to the power. But the one thing that England's game has been good is the scrum. So if we can get under their skin here, you know, disrupt the scrum, that's definitely an advantage. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. Don't know whose advantage that is.
Spencer with the encouragement. This delivery of the scrum, David. This is an England have been good at.
Why don't get me a pair of them Fabien Galtier glasses?
If England get it right, they can do some damage here.
Right, let's have a look at this again. Yeah, as Ben K saying, Joe Hayes has been like, I would put Joe Hayes as probably the only England player to be player of the tournament in terms of all the teams. He's been excellent. Oh, look, that's a dominant English scrum. That is didn't quite get the penalty because he didn't stay in long enough, but that is a good sign to start the game.
Down that shorter, tighter, blind side on the right-hand side.
This is good. This is really, really good. It's a great start for England. You pinned France back in their own half. The other thing about England as well is that it's the high ball that they've just not been competitive at, and they rely so much on the kicking. the competitive box kicks, and they were used to be so good at it in the Autumn Nations last year.
Beyond Daly. This is Seb Atkinson. Didn't enjoy
Behind the game line, but it's all right. I think what we learned from France Scotland last week is oh shit, it's a turnover. Oh, it's straight out. That's a get out of jail free card. That is.
Louis BRA is chasing it. They're going to go to one.
Oh.
Smith received that ball a couple of plays.
Yeah, that is an unforced error from France there. That's what we need. We need some of those. So line out off the halfway line. I would expect some sort of set piece move here. And we get a set piece move. Here we go. Daly, he's gone for the kick again. It's fine. Pin France back in their own half again. What's important, though, is that when you do this, you've got to compete in the line out. You've got to send at least one pod up to try and nick the ball.
Equally, I just wonder whether
You got to have some plan to try and disrupt it or steal the ball off. There's no point just kicking it for territory if you're not going to have the added pressure of actually going up in the line out. So we'll see what England does here. No compete in the line out. That's not good enough. And then France even get a maul going off of it. So you've got no one up in the air and you've got no one driving up against it properly either. I mean, actually, they made a mess of that now. Ben Earl's got him. Ben Earl's got Dupont. He's completely got him. That could be an English scrum. Ball's out. It's on France's side. Referee gets caught in it. Okay, box kick from Dupont. Is that gone out from a French hand?
far side.
It's got to call it.
To do with like every bar between here and the Champs-Elysees here, fans watching the match unfold in Dublin, and now they know any kind of France win, with or without a bonus point, will be enough to tip Ireland on the title. That's Jerry. On the line, that's a big area for England. They've obviously added off Ollie Jessop's height into there this week. No pressure at the front again. England collided with the French, jumping before he's hit the stick there. Love this new French kit. As we've already said, it's sold out in double quick time. It's not exactly a clash, but one or two of the opponents that we struggled to tell the two apart. France would be that's anything.
Okay, that might be better. Cool.
Thibaut Flamand, the Toulouse 2 reinstated into the second row tonight. Flamand and Biafou.
First French attacking ball.
Thibaut Mathieu plays for Bordeaux. This is his debut tonight. Oh, they played a long time ago. Ramos.
French doing exactly what we're doing, but better. And Bill Barry goes in for the score. Crikey. Too easy, man. Just too easy. See how, like, with Daly, we've done 2 kicks through. One was close, and then one was too far for anyone to compete. And then France do exactly the same thing and they score. Like, it's just the difference in quality, isn't it? It's just absolute difference in quality. 27 caps and 26 tries. Jesus, man, that's crazy.
Late decision to close comes up really late, but the kick goes in behind it. And then, wow, the pace. Daly's entitled to go up there. He's got cover to track across, but Caden Murley couldn't get there.
Murley just judged the angle wrong as well. What I would say, though, is Bill Barret, he comes from outside, and at the last minute, as he collects the ball, he steps inside. And I think that's what gets Murley as well. It's just, honestly, I think Bill Barret is the best player in the world at the moment. Because it's not just the fancy pants, like, throwing all, like, speed demon stuff, but he's defensively and in the high ball as well. He's no slouch. He's excellent.
Trying to read the line out, and they've got it wrong. They're gambling that it's going to go in certain areas. And they just, for whatever reason, didn't pick up the timing with the movement. They gambled. where they thought it was going to go. So it looks like they're not competing. If they can, they will get up. Well, BLVRA continuing to do things this.
Oh, what a collection by Daly.
Scoring run like we've never seen as Elliot Daly gathers the ball for England. Again, England have been caught out wide. And again, France with that little trot through, Finn Smith.
Oh, this is quick though. Chesham is just not having any of it. He's go on. This is so much better from England. Where's this been like all tournament? Well done. Chesham collects it up, aggressively attacking the high ball. This is so much better. Look at the look at the speed on the ball as well. Look at this Daly. Roebuck, yes! Get in there. What a try. Oh. Look at the confidence they're playing with as well. Like, insane. Not seen it all tournament.
He's back in a couple of carries later with footwork just
that was good. That was very, very good.
But you still got to read it and get outside it. Elliot Daly has enough pace. Finn Smith, I think, gives the pass.
That was excellent. Just the speed they're playing with is just, and the cohesiveness compared to what we've seen in the Scotland game, the Ireland game. It like it felt like like up until this game, when we get into 22, it just everything slows down and it's just not going to happen anymore. And then this happens. Like, that was crazy, dude. Like, that was insane. Oh, Finn Smith missed it. Can't be missing your kicks. But that's impressive. That was impressive for me. That was impressive.
Another 70 minutes to go to try and get close to that. I reckon we might get close to that. What a try for England.
Different, just a different team. Just a different team from what we've seen in all three games up until this point. What a take in the air from the kickoff. Oh, Genge knocks it on. Don't let them play loose with this. Get it into a scrum. Yeah, good, good. Slowed it down. Stopped it from getting crazy. Well done. It's much better, right? It's all about controlling pacing. When we're down in our half, we just need to like park the bus. If there's a mistake or something, get it to a set piece, get it to a line out, get it to a scrum, get it to an area of the pitch where they're not just, able to just throw it about like crazy like they want to. You've got to starve them of possession as well, which is we're not in the right position in the field to do this. That's what Scotland did so well. Kept possession. From like, if it was in your own half, always have the ball in your hand. If France have the ball in their hand, they always have to have it within their own 10-meter line, never mind the halfway line. But again, okay, scrum time. See if we can do the same again. I feel like we're getting dominant, but again, it's France's feed. So to get a penalty off that is going to be real challenging. Oh, Nika's not going to call it. Oh, no. Why? Roebuck. Roebuck cut on the inside there, and that was not the decision. That was not the decision.
England's defence being picked apart at the moment. Yeah, but England here make the decision for them. Roebuck's high in the line, stopping.
Yeah, Roebuck is cut in early there, and like, I know what you're doing, but
he's never going to be.
I don't know. It feels to cut in that early when you've got Bilbao on that outside. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm not sure. Tense.
27 tests. plenty of goes at converting them.
Interesting that Ramos took the full minute for a conversion that's like a seemingly easy conversion. Is it just to calm the game down, maybe? Don't know, maybe.
The kick was perfect, but again, we saw it against Ireland. Roebuck jumping out the line. It must be a team tactic. Finding himself in no man's land. So much surface area, so much square footage.
Oh, great tackle by Roebuck on Mifu. Good kick by Dupont. But now, to line out in France's half again, you've got to see another set piece move or some way to push the ball back inside their own half again.
Scotland that he's back on the bike tonight early.
Nice line out from England. Oh, Earl. Great break, Earl. That is Genge as well. Fantastic. This is quick. This is nice.
Nearing the end of his first Six Nations.
Okay, slow down now. So you got to think about it a little bit more. Suck in the defenders with forwards a couple of plays. Yeah, it's slowed down. Slow down.
In close proximity.
Clear outs are much better as well from the last 3 games. Breakdown, winning the collisions in the breakdown.
Spencer had a think about throwing that shorter left-hand side for a second or two. Now England go back there with Atkinson, held on to by Timo Mathieu, 24-year-old debutant. And England.
Well done by Genge again with the run. Toje.
Spencer.
It's all a bit static. But we're making 1 or 2 meters. Oh, you got caught crossing.
Crossing instruction.
Can't be making mistakes like that in attack. France don't make those mistakes. I like to see it again. Yeah, no, it's fair enough. Daly's in front of him. That's totally fair call. That is, again, that's echoes of what England have been. They've been poor on the 22. Whereas, France, 2 entries in the 22, 2 tries. That's the difference, man. That's the difference.
Good threat from England, and France have officially not sorted that out.
Oh, Chesney almost gets the competition in there. It's a great line out by France, that. Great clearance again. Will be over. Oh, Roebuck. See, that's what I love about Bill-Bowery. It's not just the playing with the ball in hand. Him up in the air, he's competing with Roebuck, who's a big dude, man. And now look, this is where France are dangerous again in our half with ball in hand. And this is what we want to avoid as much as possible. This is danger zone. That's obstruction. Thank you. Yeah, rare mistake from France there. Same as it was for us down on their try line. Good call. Good consistency from the ref.
Running a line like that really in close quarters, you just got to give him the ball, because if you don't, he's going to collide with a defender. You're going to get done for crossing, just like Elliot Daly did a minute ago. There's a really interesting ball here at the line out for England. It depends on how much distance Elliot Daly gets.
It's an okay kick, just outside the 22. This is definitely danger territory. Well, it should be danger territory for us to score. Maybe because it's just outside the 22, and we're just bad inside the 22. Then it means that we'll score. I don't know. Okay, good line out off the top. Okay, that's good. It's aggressive. Bit confusing again off first receiver, but it's okay. Toji gets over the gain line. all a bit frantic. Earl again. That's not. This is just so much quicker, and it's making a difference because it's 1 meter over the game line. It's 2 meters over the game line. You know. Oh! 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 Try. Excellent. What an excellent try. Excellent try.
They are on, and they are bashing this French defence backwards. It's a brilliant kick from Spencer because it causes a problem.
That's just okay, so all the things that I see online, especially like looking at BBC Sport or sometimes on Reddit. Reddit's probably a bit more intelligent than this, but all of the comments going like, "Oh, kicking! Why are we kicking so much? Why are we kicking so much?" Well, if you kick properly, that can be the result of it. That was an excellent kick. You've got France coming off the line like hyenas. I don't even know if hyenas run fast, but you got them coming off the line so goddamn quickly that a kick is perfect. It is a perfect rubber. It's perfectly weighted, and it means that it's competitive. That was excellent. That was excellent, man.
He had 4 tries in the opening 18 minutes. Louis Biel with a couple. England with a couple by Tom Roebuck, and this latest scored by Caden Murley. That's his Sogbe. Couldn't gather cleanly. England on it. We spoke last week in Rome at the end of the game about how a few questions the Italian defenders had to answer. Well, already here in Paris, yes, they're behind, and France look fantastic and they get a shot, but England attacking so much better early on. There's a right here on Thursday. It's absolutely buffeting it down. Wet again yesterday. It's been a dry day today, but the pitch will be a little bit slippy.
Good clearance by Spencer. Oh, I don't think that's fair for the sideline judge. I think it should have been further than that.
The tries in the last 10 minutes at Murrayfield last weekend to secure the bonus point.
This is danger zone. Again, this is not where we want France to have the ball. Got to disrupt this somehow. Got to do something that, again, we lifted no one in the line out. Defensive line is up like absolute hyenas. I'm going to keep using that throughout the game. Good scramble defense. Good scramble defense. Well done, Joe Hayes, holding up Flamont.
Decent enough.
Oh, good tackle.
Jalibert, a little hold up, but got bought by Atkinson. Still making some ground. Dupont, Cross, Miafu. Oh, the Geary did really well to get that away. And now Oliver. And this is
absolute shot by Pepper on Mifu. Offside? I didn't see offside. No, it's not offside. Okay. No advantage. Good tackling again. Good tackling again.
Spencer held back, and then another kick. And it's Murley in defensive detail. That line is just being beaten, has he, by Jalibert. Jalibert thinks...
Don't know what happened there.
This will take some sorting out. And Nika Kelly goes across to Holly Davidson.
Okay, we're going to TMO this. I think it could have been a France try, to be honest. Because just in the way that Murley reacted. The way that Murley reacted made me second guess. He didn't look confident when he got up, did he? He just collect it. He's double thinking it. He's thinking this is going to go out or something other than that. Nah, that's Murley. That's Murley pressing it down.
He keeps that left arm and hand, with the taping on, it's still on.
Yeah, that's Murley. That's Murley. That's Murley. That's not France. That's Murley that's down there. See how he's got his body underneath. He's got his body over the top of the ball before Jalibert does.
Okay. So we have no try.
Yeah. Great decision. Of course, I think it's a great decision, but it is the right decision. Oh, cry more, France.
Why are so many attacking teams profiting with those little kicks at the moment? Why are they such a tough thing for defences to do? Particularly England at the moment, they're so high in the defensive line, trying to stop France playing. But it means the risk is you're susceptible to the ball in behind. And as we've seen throughout this tournament, players turning.
France going for 3. Rattled. Got them rattled.
We've just seen problem caused there by Jalibert. We saw it at the other end 2 minutes ago.
Interesting, France going for the 3. I mean, if I'm France, I think you've got England kind of all over the place in defence at the moment. You France, if you take the 3 points here, it's a kick-off to England, and then England are then back in down your territory, which is where England want to be. I don't know. This feels like a mistake to me for France. They should be going for the corner here.
Pick the ball off the ground. Don't give England a chance to nick it. Move it, offload it at all costs. So England then have to come forward, leave the space behind.
We'll see how it pans out, but I don't like that. I don't like that for France. I think that's a mistake.
Continues to add to his account. France 17, England 10. Remember that any kind of French win all out of the bonus point, will be enough to tip high into the title. It's already hunting a third try.
Good call, Nika. Good call. They went off their feet. Really called. See now what I'm saying? Take the 3 points. England have got an advantage here with the penalty, and now they have a chance to go for another score themselves.
At least 2 give attack on him. You've got to predict he's going to get the ball away because he's just so hard to stop him doing so. Gets it to BLB array then. Luckily.
What is England's problem as well with this tournament and collecting balls on while retreating? Had Ellis Genge in the Scotland game, or was it the Ireland game? I think it was the Scotland game. Roebuck there, it's happened 2 or 3 times this tournament. Maul. Great maul by England. 3's got to change his mind. Thank you, ref. Good refereeing. Oh, what a maul. What a maul. Penalty advantage as well. It's fine. Now, if I'm England, I'm taking the corner here. Benno coming off as well would be massive.
He's not a player who creates many social media clips, but his teammates know. He does the horrible stuff beautifully. Depending to do here, however. Benno indeed of attention. This drive, apart from changing the French players' mindset, they've also started to change the referee's mindset because France have to.
What a maul that was! That was crazy good. To maul that French pack is impressive.
To the corner. France give away another penalty. Suddenly the referee starting to think, well, that's twice at the ball. Could well be yellow cards on. Benjamin Kaiser down on the touchline.
I think go for the corner here. Let's not have Itoje yelling at Finn Smith again, eh? Let's go for the corner. Let's keep the pressure on and make him regret going for those 3 points.
You can tell every time you can get a glimpse. And having that little brother, he's looking for that red helmet. Scored over the line, but straight away the counter punch by England. They're up for it, they're ready. The ball, the driving ball has been pretty relentless. And Ben Earl is causing all sorts of drama every time he carries the ball there. And I think Flux mentioned that Mario told you too. They're just dominating that game line, like really They haven't been doing that the last couple of weeks. So France are a little bit scratching their heads of what do we do? Do we outmaneuver them? Do we outmuscle them? But certainly they need to stand up and stand up strong because England are up for it.
Here we go. We went for the corner. Good decision. Come on.
Goals.
Good setup from the line out.
To this driving
Go on.
position.
Drive, 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 drive. The English way. Get it in a wall and drive it over. Come on.
French players being spat out.
And if that goes down, that's a penalty.
So what France do with this? England.
That is just absolute Brexit rugby, that is. Balls at the back. That's well done. French have got to get out of there. Ref, he's got his hand on the ball. Oh, Jesus, ref. Come on.
Must be room on the left. Caden Early screaming for it. Attaque keeps it tight.
Chesum gets in there. Hell yeah. That's what I mean. That's what I was saying. That's why France should not have gone for the 3 points. You know? Now it's an even game. You had a chance. You had a chance to take it like 2-score game, and we are now. God, what a score! This is crazy, man.
To set up, France initially good with their defence, but then they started fighting in ones and twos. England nearly got to the line, and then that pick and go game flats.
That was excellent. That was excellent.
French are attacking beautifully, but defensively they are not there. They're not quite there. Excellent balling from England.
I don't know about Flatman saying the defence isn't there for France. I just think we're just so much quicker than what we've been doing. What we've done so far, it's hard to keep up with.
Chessum's first try.
There we go. Finn Smith finally gets the kick. 17-17. Oh boy.
Smith's converted by Finn Smith, and look at the score. France 17, England 17. It was the pick and go just before that. Chessum does brilliantly, but Maro told you that generally.
This is nuts, dude. This is absolutely nuts.
He picked and went against the grain. Into Jalibert. And then because Miatu was coming around late, Chessum spotted that, knew that he was coming at speed, and just used a bit of footwork to step on his inside shoulder. Miatu would have expected him to come direct straight at him. With the taker out this forward now to protect the cut.
Look at this chase by Murley here.
Get the ball back up to halfway.
Good job of them staying off and keeping the line rather than having them go on a line break.
Oliver.
Great tackling to get all of them behind the gain line. Jalibert with the kick up and under was a really good one. Oh God, why are we so bad at taking high balls? It felt like Elliot Davey was right underneath the ball. Jesus.
France 17, England 17. Spaces, it's a new foundation. Grab your doubts, your moments, your moves here. Pulse up your bench, get it in the
I feel like we're starting to get the ascendancy in the scrum as well, but I feel like every handling error has been us, so we haven't had a chance to like nail it home in the referee's head that we're in the ascendancy. So obviously, you know, France get the ball, they put the put in, they're going to put it in, I'm going to get it out before the scrum can get called in terms of a penalty, whereas we can, you know, if it's our ball, we can control it and just keep it in there, and then like milk the penalty out of it.
Allows himself extra time to scan the field. High kick that went up just before he did. It's going across. He's picking up the targets and wants to drop the ball. Yes, he's looking for space to throw those long passes as well. The accuracy of that kick forces the error from Daly at the back. Gives France the put into this attacking scrum. Lethal position. Jalibert directly behind the scrum. Himself as that first receiver.
See again, France have just collapsed that scrum.
Switches it back, Jalibert, beautiful. Oh, the work of Jalibert.
Well done by getting into Jalibert's face.
From the majestic French fly half. Scott's been an artist over the last 5-6 weeks. Good to watch. And now use it. 0, 0, 0.
Clearance. There we go.
In their squad at the start of this championship, had us what we wanted if they were doing.
See, that's a penalty for England for me, but referee just wants to get the ball out, and I get it. Refs are doing. It seems like it's a World Rugby thing that they've told all the refs just get the ball out and don't give penalties, which I get for the good of the game. You want to get it out quickly, but it does dilute when someone's got dominance in the scrum, so that you can only really get dominant in the scrum when it's your own scrum. And part of the brilliance of being dominant in the scrum is that when it's the opposition scrum, you know, you can get a penalty for it. Like it's a flip reversal play.
With the forwards there.
Roebuck. Daly offered himself, but Roebuck.
Someone's got to support Roebuck there. There we go.
Mafana. Decent ground made.
Oh, this is going to Freeman, who's looked very isolated out there on that wing. Oh no, he's not. He's excellent. Knocked it on.
Gone forwards. Freeman spotted him.
Close. I mean, I was thinking disaster because I thought sort of Freeman out there, and I think he had Murley with him on the outside wing, and I thought he's going to get isolated out there.
Roebuck makes all the difference.
I mean, what has the coaching message been to the English players? Go out there and go effing crazy. Like, it's great to see. It's great to see. I still don't think it was the right game plan to do against Italy, though. Different teams to do it against.
Also against Italy to Scotland, record-breaking to Ireland, historically to Italy. They know one more bad night away from their worst ever Six Nations. They've never lost 4 in 1 year, but they're doing what they can right now.
Steal penalty here.
Another scrum, but it's a French put in again. Again, I think England are dominant in the scrum area. It's just the ball doesn't stay in long enough for us to get the penalty.
Like on that far side, it's against your feet right in front of the top. Really nice shape, really long bind, and he can really go for Aldigeri. I reckon he's got the wood on him. He's the more powerful scrummager. Aldigeri's not averse to hitting the deck every now and again. Penalty here for England would be big.
Interestingly, you got Chesham at 8 in the defensive scrums. I think that's probably because Chesham is a more natural second row, so that if you've got someone at the back of the scrum in that number 8 shirt, he acts as like another driver, gives you more power. That's it. That's an England penalty. Thank you. Finally, Nika's called it. Thank God for that. Because otherwise, he was going to break away down the sideline, even though we dominated the scrum. I think that's on purpose. Defensive scrum, put Chesham in that number 8 shirt in defence so that you've got another driver coming up through the middle. Really ingenious. Because Borthwick gets all people saying blah blah blah, boring. But this is the kind of stuff that Borthwick does, and like your average viewer is just not gonna see or understand or appreciate. Like that is genius.
He's really made sure that we haven't missed Will Stewart that much. You'd imagine that Stewart might have started, and Joe Hayes has bided his time. It's behind down or goal.
Going for the corner again. Crikey.
Penalty 2, but England want more than one of them. And now they
Great scrum. Absolutely crazy good scrum.
It's just a hammer at home.
Yeah.
I obviously think that
Going for the corner as well. I do think England were helped a lot by Scotland last week in terms of game plan. Take the 3, you end up just going back in your own half, and France have a good chance to run all over you. Even if England don't score here, the ball is in somewhere in the field where France are not going to play with it. And then the Maul has just got a penalty from it as well. So the risk reward is crazy good.
pressing for a try that would put them ahead. Freeman took it over.
Yes! Yes! You've got to be kidding me. Oh my God. Alex Coles with a try. Whew. Hell yeah.
We've not been playing much more than half an hour.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Where are the Borthwick Doubters now? Oh my god.
We're seeing good bravery from England, good intent, good ambition, but we're seeing the French defence
Unbelievable.
taking yards on almost every carry. 3 or 4 lads could have scored that. When the ball
That was amazing. That was incredible.
no one there. France all over the place defensively because England have beaten them.
Oh, we got a game. We got a game, ladies and gentlemen.
In the 34th minute, the Stade de France against the French side going for the title.
He's just got to go for a drop kick. And he slotted it. Oh, what a kick. Okay, again, this all goes back to, remember when I said when France went for the 3 points and I said that was a mistake? What's happened since that? England got the penalty, they went down in the corner, they scored, they got the penalty, they went down and scored. This is a territory game, okay? This is about playing and having the ball in the right areas of the pitch. And France decided just to give that away for 3 points, thinking that we can come back and score some more points.
Difficult for England and for Chesham, but they've got it back in the control.
Box kick. That's competitive box kick. Someone blocked Murley. We're not going to TMO Murley getting blocked. Come on, man.
What a first 35 minutes this has been. Jalibert.
That's a nothing kick from Jalibert. That should not. We should, yeah. But again, we get beaten with the high ball. That's a weakness at the moment. I think that's a France penalty, but I'll take it. He's just jumped straight over the ruck. Oh, this England defence is so, it's just stifling.
Which way? You're in love with corner. Was happily there for France. This is Jean-Baptiste Gros. So they're just stepping back behind the last beat, and
that's a returnable ball. That's a returnable ball. Daly, let's go. Let's play with this or kick it. Okay, all right. Let's see how this goes. Up and under, and yeah, penalty. That was another unforced error from France. Oh, boys, this is looking good. Now take the 3. Now you take the 3. You just got a penalty for free in the opposition half, and you're right in front of the posts, and you can make it a 2-score game. Now you go for the 3. Yeah, well, this is a team in sync. Atoje's back. Finn Smith's not been yelled at anymore. This is, yeah, time for a kick.
The 2 of them are working off this week. England, by the way, making the journey north from Rome via a few days in Verona. And they have clearly got their stuff together during those few days in Verona. Because this
I just can't believe this performance it's been insane. It's been all England. I feel like I've been saying a lot of things about England in the game, but that's because I think it's all been England. I think so. France, what they've done really well is the opportunities that they've had, they've taken them. You think about the high balls that they're just out competing England in when it's when we're doing a defensive, when England are doing a defensive high ball, France are doing some real good up and unders that are absolutely disrupting us. And then the little chip through as well for Bill Barré's try, and then the set piece move for their other try as well. It's all excellent. But other than that, you know, yes, they've had a very high conversion rate in terms of the chances that they've had. Oh, Pollock's on. Is Pollock on? Pollock's on. Who's he come on for?
Wherever he goes. He'll love that. Now, this is an important 90 seconds for England.
Who's Pollock come on for? Oh, Ben Earl. Oh, crap. I don't know about that. That's not the best. He's not the best powerful ball carrier. Do you know what I mean? He's a good ball carrier, but he's not what Earl. He doesn't give us what Earl gives us.
putting the pressure illegally on Ramos. And that's a penalty that might have England defending a line out close to their own try line. Surely, Anthony Jalor watching on.
That's an unforced error that we didn't need to give away.
Defensively, Murley just gets that wrong.
Yeah, Murley gets that wrong. He shouldn't have gone up for that ball. Ooh. Tense.
France with one last throw before half time. Barassi, Pollock in there quickly, but not quite quickly enough. Dupont skating it through. 20 seconds to half time. One last big English defensive effort. Fletcher.
What? Where's the offside come from? But this is what I mean, right? As soon as France have the ball, they've been in here 3 times. They've got a penalty and 2 tries, and now they've got penalty advantage as well. When they've get the ball in hand in this area, it's game over. The game is keeping them out of this area.
To the right, but Dupont exploring what might be doing nearer to us on the left. Must have come back for the
Penalty. Be interested to see what France do here. I guess it's 40 minutes, and they've got to go for the 3 points, right? If they go for the corner, I think they're a bit rattled. They are going for the corner. Oh, they better get this. If they don't get this, that's a huge win for England.
How much do you want England to get off the ground here, Ben?
This feels like an emotional decision that could come back to bite France. The difference is that England feels like it's purposeful to keep the ball out of France's hands, whereas France going for the corner feels like it's trying to be an emotional win, which could pay off, but it feels like it's an emotional decision. Maul's okay. It looks like it could work for France here. It's out. It's a penalty. That probably is a card as well. If it's a collapse Maul, that could work very well for France. I could be completely wrong.
A big defensive effort needed. Here's Mathieu. Proper athlete in the back row. His debut tonight. Dupont, so many options. Gives it some air. Away to the
Still penalty. Right, let's just hope this isn't a card as well. Oh,
because it was motoring towards the line, but Ellis Genge pulled it there.
I think this could be a card. Yeah, I think this is a card, and I think it's rightly a card. And again, it's the same old story of England this tournament of giving away yellow cards.
Microscope here, and again we say hello to Greg Craven. We'll go to Ingol Caprangle next. From the beginning.
He's definitely pulling it down. He's again just definitely pulling it down. Again, it's another knucklehead error that's going to cost us a card, and then we're going to be.
Andy Bryce having his start. Just bear with me. The other assistant referee.
I don't know what they're looking at here, other than the collapse Maul is all I'm seeing, and that should be a card.
I think it's okay. Will be Ellis Genge. I think initial access is good. Come in. There is a space. So next, we have a look on this. Yeah, I'm okay with the next one.
I think it's a card to Genge. I don't know why it's taking so long to get there. Here, more here, and then Genge pulls the guys down.
Setup is good. Ball advances forward. Number one collapses left right before the ball right.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Cool. I think there's no argument there.
It's been dreadful. That's an 8th yellow card.
Yeah,
To go with the red.
it's not good enough. And that's a straight 7 points for France. And also they get to start the second half with an extra round for 10 minutes. You know, after you've played so well, you do something like that. And I get what he's trying to do, because if he doesn't do it, it's a try. But you're just putting your team under the cosh with that. You're putting the team under the cosh by giving away, again, another yellow card that you didn't have to give away. Much better just to give away the try rather than going down to 14 men. So the other double whammy of it as well here is that Ellis Genge comes off. They can wait until it's the next scrum, but then the next scrum comes on, and then you're taking one of your more mobile players, and then you have to bring him on for Ellis Genge to scrum until Ellis Genge can come back again. So there's so many elements to that. First element is obviously less mobile player on the team, for more mobile. Second is you're down a man, and third, you're saving your big scrummagers like Bevan Rod, who I think is on the bench. You're saving him to come on and like out scrummage the last 20 minutes. So you're kind of pre-exhausting him before he has to come on and do his job. So all in all, that is just like a triple loss. Triple loss. Such a shame to have that at the end of the first half after such a positive half of rugby. Oh, hate to see it. Hate to see it. Yeah, I didn't think that was a knucklehead error. And I have to say, credit to France. The few opportunities that they have got, you know. So first of all, England did a great job of limiting the opportunities for France. That every time France has an opportunity, they are so deadly. Like it just feels like every time they get close to the 22 or even our half, they get any kind of sniff of that area of the field, and it's game over. It's at least a try. I was so massively surprised they went for those 3 points as well. That felt like such an error, and England did so well to go and score the two tries after that to make them pay for that error. And then it feels all cancelled out. It feels all cancelled out with that Genge yellow card. But it's not the end of the game. We are still in the lead. Let's keep it positive. So yeah, let's keep it positive. Unforced error though, and it is the story of our Six Nations. Say a few players having a good game. I'd say England-wise, Ben Spencer is flipping that ball out like it's radioactive, and he's trying to get it out of his hand as quickly as possible. The attack's coming well. I think the intent in the forward pack, especially in attack, looks much better. They are making a mess as well. They are pushing France behind the game line in certain attacks, which is surprising considering France's pack. The nuances in terms of the scrum we were talking about during the game, like putting Chesham in that number 8 shirt and defensive scrums is huge. Like that makes a big difference because that's probably where they're getting that extra power in the scrum. That's great. All in all, just a much more improved team. But you have to, even as a fan of England, you have to beg, like, why is this taking us this long to get to this stage of playing like this? And I get, like, for me, I think Italy, it was the right game plan, and we lost it in the last 20 minutes in terms of control. But why did we not play against this way against Scotland? You know, why didn't we not play against this way against Ireland? I don't know. Difficult to say. France, I think the pack is letting them down a little bit. They're not getting the same power that they usually get through the pack. Any exceptions to that off the top of my head that I think are playing well? I mean, I think they're playing okay. I don't think they're playing badly, but they're not as quick and dominant and powerful and like unstoppable as they usually are with ball in hand. Mifu looks a little bit slow out there. Olivion, I think, is probably the exception. I think he's playing well. Dupont is just Dupont as per usual. Jalabert looks like he's under pressure. Like he's doing some up and unders that he has no business doing. It's just our poor defense that's actually getting something out of it for France. I think. What else do I think? I think that's it. I think we've done a good job. I think England done a good job of limiting France's opportunities, and I think France have done an excellent job of taking the opportunities that they have and taking them for an absolute ride. I think they've done a great job.
Six Nations going out with a bang. What a sensational game. Louis Bielbarré got 2 more tries. His record is staggering.
I can't believe you've given away a yellow card like that after you've played so well. Just feels like an absolute shot in the shooting yourself in the foot or shooting yourself in the face or something. Yeah, it's wild.
Johnny, 4 tries.
Anyway, I'm gonna grab another beer. Be back in a sec.
We spoke about how big they are, how strong they are, but England are just knocking them backwards. Nothing's changed between physically between this week and last week. But there seems to be this pace, this energy. They're hitting the ball, like we said, using footwork, and the ball is quick. What England haven't done in this game is had that sort of strategic pace of slowing the ball down, get the kicks right from the off. They've attacked and they've given it a chance, and as a result, they're really controlling the pace of this game, and France are looking a bit rattled. It's a very, very different shape to all the games we've seen. And I wonder if it's something they've really got to look at. Are we hurting ourselves with that pace? Because when we're let loose and just trusting, guys look twice the size that they are. It looked really good. Well, like they varied their game. They've used the kicking game to get in behind. They've used the maul game, the set piece game. But they just won collisions. We said it for the last 5 weeks. You win collisions, you can get on the front foot, you can bring your X-Factor players into play, and England have been brilliant. We've given them enough stick over the last few weeks, so you praise them for that 40 minutes. Big ball on half-time. I mean, this is brilliant for Finn Smith as well. It's easy for me to say to you, that is not easy, is it? That's as difficult as you can get that. Pressure coming up, guys charging you down, ball falling off the tee, drop goal from the touchline. Brilliant. So they've got to back it up again. It's going to be tough with Alice Gaines in the bit. Benjamin, Louis Bielbarré is the first man to score in every game of the championship 2 seasons in a row. And the little rubber kicks are just 20 years. He's on a motorbike. Look, it's space. He's got gas and too much ability to get it.
Not I can drink because it's 0% on stream. It's not a bad influence.
Winner.
Bielbarré's try scoring tally. It's like a try a game at the moment, isn't he? He's like 24 caps and like 24 tries or something crazy. He's got a try in each of his last 10 Six Nations appearances. Like 21 as well.
Just making sure that's end over.
I always thought as well when I first started watching him play. I always thought with Bielbarré that he looked like someone that just needed to take like a big hit and then he'd be discouraged. But I could not have been more wrong about the guy. Like he takes hits well. He seems to never get hit hard, and his toughness in the air as well is. I'm so surprised by it. He is like best player in the world at the moment for me, just because of the all-round ability he has. He is the best in terms of like speed, pace, finishing ability. But then it's the other stuff that I'm talking about as well in terms of like high ball, toughness, defensive stuff. Like he's got it all. Like that's crazy. You think about Duhan van der Merwe is not as good as an attacker as Bielbarré is. And then if you look at Duhan van der Merwe's defense compared to Bielbarré's, and it's like Bielbarré is like 8 out of 10, Duhan is like 3. Like, and Duhan, this British and Irish line tourist, like one of the most capped. Well, is he one of the most capped Scots? I don't know, but you know what I mean, right? You look at how we think about Duhan in his prime, and you compare that to Bielbarré here. And Bielbarré, as I said, he's 21. He's got a long career. 21, 22. I think he was 21 last year. Wild, dude. Absolutely wild.
Or text 5 to 80900 to get 5 entries for £5 plus your standard network rate message. Go to the website, entries cost £2, or post your name and number to SN02 PO Box 7558.
What's going on with the chat?
0NQ. You must be 18 or over. Paid entry routes close Monday the 16th of March.
Engage my audience. Start a Q&A. Ooh. Start a poll. Will England lose this in embarrassing fashion? Yes, no. Start poll. Come on, my 3 viewers. Give me your opinions. I know where I'm at. I don't think I can vote on this because I'm the person that put it together.
That's
I think it's yes. We'll see what you think.
very interesting.
Oh, hell of a performance though.
You feel it? I guess I'll go and try and
The Genge yellow. That's just same old story with what England's been this tournament. It's not elite rugby. It's not elite. Oh no! We got one vote and they have voted no. Do you just think they'll just lose in non-embarrassing fashion then? Interesting. I'm just maybe just a pessimist, so we'll see. I think England can win it. They've got to survive the next 10 minutes, and they've got to not go behind in the next 10 minutes. And what's the best way to do that? I think it's the way that they've been playing at the moment. Not just in terms of an aggressive attacking style, but putting the ball in France's half and keeping them down there as much as possible. Who kicked off in the first half? I think it was us. I think it was England that kicked off. So it's going to be France kicking off to us. So we're going to have possession, which means it's in our destiny to give ourselves good field position off of that. You cannot let this yellow card get to your head. Because I tell you what, the other thing might happen as well with the team. They would have been talking all week because of the stats, because of Borthwick. He looks at all the analysis and everything. They'll be talking all week about cannot give away cards, cannot give away yellow cards, cannot give away red cards. Like, cannot happen in this game. And that when that has happened, and you now have 15 minutes to think about it in the break, can get in your head, you lose some confidence, and then you come out a different team in the second half. And as a fan and as a pessimist, there is part of me that thinks maybe that's what's going to happen. We'll see. We'll see. It's so much closer than I thought it would be. We always have the first half. We'll always have the first half as England fans.
And you can try out Super Sub with a free match bet when you place a bet builder on any Premier game this Saturday to Monday. Paddy Power.
My team.
Six Nations for ITV, sponsored by Defender.
Right. Second half about to start.
France will have the next 10 minutes with an extra man on the two occasions as happened previously in the Six Nations. They scored 2 tries on both of those occasions.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what they just said on commentary is that when they come against, I don't know if it was just England or any opponent, but when they've got yellow cards, they usually score a try or two. And I think if they did that, that'll be not disastrous, but it would be such a blow for England.
Disciplines let them down again, and France down is so good against 14 men. They have to stay positive. They have to keep.
Yeah, got to stay positive. The key is to stay positive.
And it's just be positive because what
Pollock's on for good, I think, that's a huge blow because he's not Ben Earl. If I was to bring Pollock on, I'd be bringing him up. Well, no, then you got to take Chesney off. I don't know. I think Pollock's got a huge half to prove that he's actually, still got that superstar element to him.
They have to get up, but also in defence, I'm sure Fanny Sean Edwards will have a they need to put Vince Smith under more pressure. He's playing in an armchair. You got to get off the line. You got to add a little bit of intensity on that defence, because otherwise the English attack is looking too smooth.
You can imagine that half-time talk in the French dressing room, it's all about making the most of this, starting this half in this first 10 minutes. France have to get back on top somehow. They have to strengthen up their defensive line. They have to make a statement now when England down 4.
England making France wait to do the kickoff.
Could be a great
Gilead's on for France. That's a big move.
Absolutely entranced to start with.
You know, what did I say in the halftime? I said that I think Mifu was a bit slow for this game. And I assume that's who he's come on for. Earl's coming back on. Earl's coming back on. Earl looks like he's coming back on with a scrum cap on.
We said it repeatedly over the tournament.
Earl coming back on's huge. That's a big deal.
Flat on half-time, penalty try, yellow card, 10 minutes advantage. That's a big moment. They have to capitalize on that France to win this title.
40 minutes to go in this enthralling Six Nations.
Right. Whether the yellow card, have no points scored against you.
Played 19 points after their win against Scotland.
Come on, let's give Ireland their Six Nations Championship. Let's go. Come on.
16 points. So when they saw looking up for them, England try scoring bonus point. And they'll have the extra man for the next 10 minutes. England are playing 82 minutes with
I think Earl's back on. That's huge.
Six Nations. In that time, they have shipped 60 points. As the boys were saying, France have been deadly when they have been playing against others who are short-handed. Let's see. Huge 10 minutes ahead.
Ooh.
Just whips it backwards. That's a something. Good decision making at the breakdown in defence for England now. When they put bodies in, when they don't. France have brought on Mikhail Guillard. Still have Louis Biel-Biarré.
This is not where we want France in our half with the ball in hand. Oh, Mifu stayed on. It'd be interesting to see who Gilead came on for.
Chalabert's pass. Quite so elegant. But it's still the fault of
See how England are not competing at the breakdown anymore because of the lack of men. The only problem is that when you do that, you give France more quick ball, which is what you don't want them to do.
France doing what it can.
Oh. Well, what I say, got to keep them out of the try area, and within a minute and a half, France have scored a try. As I said, as soon as France have the ball in hand and they're in our half, just feels like it's a score every single time. And I don't think that's necessarily because the defense is bad. It's just they're just so good in attack, and we're a man down.
Like won collisions, they bashed into England then and found gaps, forced them onto the back foot. That is Subway high class. It's easy.
Yeah, the error from England is Coles with desperation to get some line speed and stop the momentum that France have built up. It just carries on going, and Dupont just pumps once, waits for him to overstretch, and then puts it behind his back through the hole into that dog leg again. You'd have him kicking for your life, Tomo Ramos. And just to start that lot wanted to the second half. England slowing it down now, trying to walk down as much as they can. With the
Right.
France started that second half with.
Fresh start.
We saw Jalibert running the line. The first half. Danger sign. Talked about that French change at half time, by the way. Mikhail Guillard, the Lyon back rower, has replaced the debutant Timo.
Are you kidding me? That never gets called. I would love to see a replay of this. I mean, if it is the case that they were offside from the kickoff, that is a knucklehead error, but this is a terrible thing to give away. And now we're forced to bring a prop on.
I wonder whether there was just a slight delay in Finn Smith's run.
All right. Okay.
proper forward you are playing the kickoff. Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, the good news for England is Bevan Roy is a very good scrummager. So at least the advantage in the scrum that we had when Ennis Gedge was on, hopefully that stays. But it may not be so much now because I assume we dropped someone out of the scrum. Ben Earl coming out of the scrum feels like a fucking error, but
This scrum with
apparently that's what we're doing.
And Ben Earl has been sacrificed.
Ben Earl being sacrificed for a prop feels like an error. I'd be taking Guy Pepper out instead of Ben Earl.
That's the rest. Then another one.
Which way did that go? It went to France. It did look like Rod just went straight into the middle of the scrum at an angle. That wasn't good.
France piling for that Dorian Allighieri in the tight head. I'm not sure any loose head in the world would have held that up the way he smashed that right shoulder down. Misses his spine completely, doesn't he? Doesn't manage to get that left arm up.
And again, we now have France in our territory again. Possibly scoring another try. Oh, jeez, man.
To go on the Ellis Gedge, yeah, but you'd say that France tend to score a couple of tries. Well, they're enjoying the advantage of the opposition yellow card. Here's Marchand, and there's Jalibert.
God, that's such good offloading.
Succeeded well to keep that alive, but there are a couple of blue shirts piling up away to the right-hand side. The largest of them all belongs to Mia.
Well done, Toje. Oh my God. How did he do that?
Since moment it
Are you kidding me? Jeez. Oh my God. That was tense. How did he do that?
is what could be at the end of the game the vital penalty. Tell you what, France.
That is such a relief. Jeez, that just felt like it was just we were just under the cosh constantly.
It's the line, great angle of it. Just runs, all tilted, nothing in to do to step in and stop him. French changes.
French changing some front rowers here.
Something to stop him
I know who Mavaka is. I don't know who the other guy is. I don't know if that adds or takes away from the scrum.
Another. Hugo Aradu is.
Maybe I think Galtier has probably signified that this front row is not working. I know they just got the scrum penalty, but I don't know. No, I'm not. Thought England were definitely in the dominance. Right, this is a high ball. Roebuck, that is such a stupid penalty to give away again.
Not sure how much Tom Roebuck knew about that, but the ball did end up underneath him when it was supposed to be in French possession. So you got handed a loaded weapon then. Some discipline there. And you'll be seething about yellow card and then starting this high. Trying in front of the kicker.
Excuse the Hoover going on in the background.
One by Cross.
Big tackle, Finn Smith.
Finn Smith, he does love to tackle.
What a step by Jalibert. So knock on? Knock on?
Some holes here, to find out to Sogbe. To call them passes, they're just song and they do the job. Here's the new prop. Here's Demba Bomba. England again with hands over the ball, but not quite there.
Danger zone again.
How well have France started?
Oh, he said roll away.
A great big wheelbarrow, just short, and then
And then it's a try. And then it's a try. I told you I put up that poll for a reason. I told you we'd lose in embarrassing fashion after that.
I think better than anyone else is that reaction to a penalty and knowing where all instinctively.
What a step by Jalabert there. It wasn't a knock on either. Olivia on catch to call that beautifully.
Two players to get close to the penalty kicker. Knows where the space is going to be. Runs a failed rock. Taps and throws the perfect pass into space. Once again.
So a minute left of the yellow card. It is 36-27. If he gets it, it's 38-27. So that would be 11-point lead if Ramos gets it. Not insurmountable, but the game needs to change. See how the crowd's into it, like see like how the confidence that the French are now playing. They know where they need to get the ball in the area of the pitch. They know where they need to do that to start winning. Like things are clicking for France right now. We need to do something different. Or we need to go back to what we were doing beforehand, which is pinning France in their own half.
Careful to get that chase right from the restart. All of them safely behind halfway.
And no more silly errors. Silly error from Robot getting the chase of the initial kickoff. Silly error from Robot getting caught up in the ball coming back from the breakdown.
It's been beaten to it. Barassi. Such a difficult player to stop. Neat, elegant, tough, at a softway.
Crossing there? No.
The trick's coming out now.
Oh! Chisholm's caused it for the interception! Oh my god! And that's the yellow card over as well. Oh my god! Big red! Yes! Absolutely! Holy crap! And that's the yellow card over as well. Oh, jeez.
The athleticism's one thing. The English public.
Holy crap. Oh.
Express that in rugby. That is a high risk. It's an educated risk.
That is unbelievable. The confidence to jump out of the line and do that as well when you've been under the cosh for the last 10 minutes. What an intervention, because it takes what it does. It's eliminated the yellow card. It's cut an attacking opportunity that looked dangerous. What an interception by Chesham.
Real leader in and around his team, I think. And that's another big moment.
No, has he got it?
It's the first time I've seen Shellington hesitate. We saw him
Finn Smith's missed too many kicks today, man. What is it, 3?
to throw the
Would be even now if he got every one of his kicks, I think. What is it? I think they're all conversions. So it'd be 2, 4, 6. Yeah. It'd be 38-38 if Finn got all of his kicks.
ball. The finish
Crap.
was absolutely top draw.
Brick.
He has replaced Jamie George, and because Ellis Genge is back on, he's back on. Ben Earl underneath the scrum cap in this second half.
Van Portfleet and Cowan Dickey on. I think that's a tactical thing in terms of gas. But it's a shame because I think Spencer's been excellent, and Cowan Dickey's line out has always been Cowan Dickey's line out throwing has always been suspect. What is the score? The score is 38 France, 32 England. Did you put Finn Smith in your fantasy team by any chance? Yes, I did. McMahon 3782. I think I know who that is.
Once again, the kick dribbled through, but this time
If he just gets his kicks, you know.
he runs into Ross as well, which is
Saw those cheers.
it's a physical big tackle. Doesn't mind taking that ball into contact.
Gotta compete. Finally, Robot gets a high ball.
Goals. Stick.
Come on. Oh, it's penalty advantage. Play with it.
Tackle on the player without the ball. Back with us, Atkinson. The advantage.
It's all right. Go back for the penalty. Go back for the penalty. Again, I think you got to go back to the game plan of the first half. I think you got to go for the corner. Keep France out of your half.
Differentiate between the shirt France and
Alex Cole's going off injured would be massive. Although I think less disastrous than any of the other back rowers. I think Alex Cole's goes off. Put Chesham in second row and then put Pollock on at 6. Yeah, there you go. They're thinking the same as me. Win, boys, win. Absolutely. Absolutely, Megan Klassen. Absolutely.
To get off top. He thinks this is his sort of loose, so he comes off. Coles doesn't want
Oh. Yeah, I was worried when Pollock came on for Earl. When Earl went off for the yellow card or whatever it was, or a head injury or whatever. Because Earl is so key for England here. He's such a powerful ball carrier. Whereas Pollock is more like free play, like gets the ball in odd places, like a bit of a wild card. You know, move if Coles goes off, Chesham into the second row, and if you've got Pollock and Earl on at the pitch at the same time, I think that's good. I think that's actually not bad at all. Like I think that's that could work.
Sure, you already know this, but you'll be able to watch every single game from the brand new Nations Championship over the course of the next few months here on ITV and STD, the summer and autumn tests. England play South Africa.
And also, Pollock has the added ability of annoying the crap out of the French as well. So. Right, here we go. Go for the corner. I want to see a set piece move here that England have not done for the rest of the they haven't done the whole tournament. Something that no one's seen before here. This is where ace in the hole, set piece move that no one's seen before. Put this in. I would not be mauling this. England have decided to maul it. No, they haven't. It's a set piece move, but it's very basic. Earl carries. It's a good carry. It's all a bit backwards. It's not going anywhere. Oh, well done. Good offload of Toje to Freeman. Cowan-Dickey. Good run, Cowan-Dickey. Well done. Go on, Genge. Go on, Genge. Get in there, Genge.
He's hit back by Jean-Baptiste Gros.
5 meter, well, just outside the 5 meter line now.
It is brutal.
Atkinson, he's isolated. No, he's not. He's fine. Well done, Roebuck. Genge is isolated. Well done, Roebuck again. Out to Earl. Oh, so close. I'm going to go potty if we score from here.
Through a dozen phases onto the 13th.
No scrum half. Yeah, good job, Cowan-Dickey.
Just need to rediscover some momentum here. Maybe take a breather. That's hard work.
He's isolated. Earl is so isolated. He's got. Oh, yes! Yes! He's got it! Morgan Smith has got it! Oh, there we go. Oh, excellent save. There we go. Pressure back on again. What a play by Smith. What a line as well.
And then Marcus Smith. One shot, one opportunity.
Oh,
He's so lethal.
Marcus Smith taking the conversion is the right choice. Finn Smith's not kicking has not been good at the tee. Oh, Phew. Jeez. I'm sweating. Still got 20 minutes left of the game as well. There you go. That's a hell of a kick by Marcus. He's got it. Did you get it? I missed it. No, he got it. Oh, he got it. He got it. Fantastic. There you go. Keep doing it. Keep the ball in France's half. Do whatever it takes to keep the ball in France's half. Take whatever risks you need to. Just keep it in France's half. That's the key. And then you give the ball back on the kickoff. That's not a good idea. Now you. Oh! Atoche with another turnover. What I was about to say is now you're asking for another miracle to stop France. And that Atoche turnover is another miracle. This is nuts, dude. Who would have thought England would turn it around like this? This is insane.
Yes, Itoji was cleared out, but he was in a great position, and whoever it was that cleared him out came off their feet. Look at that. That's so amazing.
Kick doesn't make his touch.
Then helps the level. Here, Itoje up.
That defensive line from Atoje to just take him behind the game line was great. Up and under. Not been good on the high ball all day, and Bill Barry collects it again. Are we going to have to force France to play Brexit rugby to beat us? France knock it on. Thank you. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Pressure, pressure, pressure. It feels like France have the most success in terms of territory game where they go for up and unders. Right, so this is the first England scrum that I can remember of this game. And I think England have been dominant with scrum. So this is the first opportunity to win a penalty at scrum time that I can remember. Maybe there's been one in the first half, maybe there's been one in the second half. I can't remember. But this feels key. I feel like England's dominance in the scrum can really come to a head here, and we can get a penalty. And we can get the territory, and we can get back in France's half again, which is the important thing to do.
Smith's just saved him again.
Here we go. All right, scrum time.
16 forwards on.
Straight down. It's got to be it. France, the tight head from France has just pancaked himself on the floor. That's a straight penalty. It's not a reset. See how Nika is talking to them both, but it's not. The tight head for France, he's ended up flat from that scrum. That is a penalty straight away. He's not holding the drive.
The front has got their feet too far back. Referee just said, suggesting it was 6-1, half a dozen of the other, and England didn't quite engage as much as the French, but psychological.
Remember Bumper laid out there like he's diving in the deep end. I don't know what ball you got to do. You get a penalty and late and go again.
Just a free kick, but I'd still take it. If I'm England, I'd go for another scrum. But fortunately, I'm not England coach. Oh, we did what, up and under? Yeah. Very good. The defence looking for offloads has been great as well. Pollock there, what was important is that he just got in the way of Ramos, who was passing it off and keeping the ball alive.
France led by 11 up to those two fire tries at the start of the second half.
Good kick by Finn Smith. Freeman. Go on, Freeman. It's Marcus Smith.
Smith. Pollock not far away.
Oh, he's taking the scrum half out. What do you... No, he's dived over and taken the scrum half out. That is the wrong way, Nika. Jesus. Cannot play the scrum half. That is a rule. And this is the Pollock factor. Get under the opposition skin. Add pressure. Make mistakes.
Step on the hill shortly for what will be his 50th cap.
Excuse the Hoover again in the background.
Say, sit on the naughty steps and you can't out. I was trying to take a bit of a sting out of a game that might get out of control for the referee.
Basically saying Henry Pollock had been really annoying. Could you ask him to stop, please? He's on your team, you'd love it.
Intense penalty. He's hit better.
It's a poor kick from Jalbert there. And that's it. That's part of what Henry Pollock does well. It gets under your skin, forces mistakes. What a crossfield by Finn Smith there.
Freeman's so big, he goes straight through Ramos.
I just want to watch this again because I swear I felt like Van Portfleet got played in terms of. They didn't show the highlight. We'll never know. We'll never know. Oh, good competition, but not quite. That's an England penalty?
Very close to an immediate impact. This is Guillaume. France up and younger with a man of the match performance on the opening Thursday night here against
Really France's breakdown. 3 on the trot. They're really attacking.
England are all up in France's grill in this defence. It's so good to see, man. What a difference. Oh, he's knocked it on. He's knocked it on. No, come on, ref.
Don't need to describe the
Thank you. Got called out by the TMO. This defence by England is just an absolute nuisance, and it's also physical as well. So good. Oh, jeez. Still 17 minutes to play. It's almost 16 minutes now. Crikey. 39-38 to England still. Oh, gee whiz.
Ollie Chester. Covered by one big glorious script to the try line.
England scrum again. Another opportunity to get a penalty. I think France were lucky to get away with a free kick there. So let's keep the pressure on. And we're in the and we're in France's half as well.
Not fit against Ireland at the end of the day. It's not fitness. They're just now in this game, and the energy level.
That's a penalty to England. Are we going to call it? Yeah, call an advantage.
Van Torkley, Smith, Murley. Fancy that ball back, driving towards the try line. The advantage is gone, but it might yet work. Pretty nearly. Now France with unstructured play.
No. Bill Barret, look at him go. Jesus.
He has scored.
Right, that happened way too fast. But let's see what happens there. And then again, absolute brilliance by Bill Barret there. That's crazy. He's got 4 tries in this match.
Sit up for Beno, and as soon as Dupont sees that space in behind, you see that red scrum out racing away, and you think there's only going to be one result.
I don't think there's nothing in that. I mean, I think Van Poortfleet's gone to collect the ball there. I think that's unfair as a yellow card. That's not a yellow.
That deserves to now hold the record for the most tries scored.
Okay, well, I don't. Has he given a yellow? I thought I saw a yellow card somewhere.
Seen on my own eyes over the last 4, 5, 6 minutes, just as good as it gets.
Okay, I don't think it's a yellow. Because I think that's fair. I think Van Poortfleet's diving for the ball. I don't think it's a card. He's allowed to. He's what's the word I'm looking for? He is entitled to dive for the ball. It's not a problem. Okay, 45-39. 6 points behind. Still 14 minutes left.
If things stay the same, France will end up as champions. The big swing that wasn't it? Very nearly a magic moment. Fayel going through off Finn Smith's chin. The French turn that opportunity into attack. And you got Wheels like that. He's the king of finishing, isn't he? At the moment.
That's his kicking, the difference between the two sides. Hit everything.
French change. Manny Mierpo replaced by Joshua Brennan. Smith. Brennan from Toulouse on for his Six Nations debut, the 24-year-old.
I think there's space out wide here for England. No, I'll go for a box kick. It's better go long, JVP.
Pollock was cleverly in position. He wasn't far away. However, Jalibert to his magic again.
Ripped. Here we go. Counter-attack's on. Good kick by Atkinson, I think.
Next back. Maybe a little bit tired.
Well tackled by Freeman. Well tackled by Freeman.
Chilly by Berkeley, but he was driven over the ball.
Again, this is where we want France in their own half. So they have to clear it and give the ball back.
Over the century ago before he made his home in Toulouse. Dupont after that kick, flat on his back. I mean, he's just spent it.
The distance he's got though is incredible. What a kick.
It's a hell of a kick by Dupont. Jesus.
Position. Solly Davidson, who in the first woman to referee in this World Championship a few weeks ago. South Ends look at the moment. We're preparing to make 3 changes. Devon Robb, Trevor Davis, and a couple of new depths, and Chandler coming himself as well.
Right, we've ringed in all the changes then on the forward pack.
Spent Tom Curry in the warm-up last Saturday in Rome. Jessup, Van Poortfleet, Genge, still full of running. 10 minutes, extra 10 minutes in his legs after the yellow card. Or after a hell of a pick-up like that from Genge, that was a crappy foul now. Oliver.
Went forward. Been ripped by England to be fair.
Right, who's going to win this kicking game in the middle of the park? That's such a good kick by Dupont. It's so high. Well done by Finn Smith, though, to collect it.
Burley. Cowan Dickey went to make sure he wasn't shoved off the pitch. Likewise, off similar tactics, a little bit more security for him.
Again, another high ball from England to France. Oh, knocked it on. Good effort. Just didn't quite collect it. But we'll see what happens at the scrum. It could still, could the way the scrum's going, it could still end up as a victory for England.
To scrum, you maybe need a bit more tension, bit more pressure. Referee a bit jumpier. You've got a midfield scrum like this. Get some fresh meat on. Get Big Trev Davison on there and tell him to wind it up.
Crikey. 10 minutes left. Can still win.
Last scrum, boys. What have you got there? Empty attack.
It's a big scrum. I think England have been dominant in the scrum all day, but the way it gets called, France will get the ball out quicker, quicker than when a penalty can get called for it. But we'll see what happens. We got the penalty. That is superb stuff. Oh, 9 minutes left. Corner. Got to go for corner. Everything's corner. Got to go for corner. No 3 points anymore.
On the Super Saturday that this tournament's deserved. It's warranted it. I think none of us saw coming what's come. I think all of us supposed experts got it wrong at the start when we were forced under duress to predict things, even though we knew we'd be wrong. We were more wrong than we thought. It's been absolutely
right. Here we go. Corner.
It's still waiting, by the way, to bring on the replacements, the two props, Rod and Davidson.
This is where Count Dickey's suspect with line out throwing, but he's got it. It's safe. That's a collapse maul. That's just a collapse maul there. They just put bodies on the floor, Nika. What are you doing? Thank you. Finally called the penalty.
Time for them to turn the screws.
Thank you. Right. Corner again. Oh, warning. Warning. Here we go. Warning time. Yeah, next penalty's card. Corner. Corner. If you can get a maul penalty and a try and then get a yellow card and take a 1 point lead, I'm going to go ballistic. I've gone ballistic like 4 times in this game, 5 times. I've gone ballistic too many times to count this game already. Come on, this is execution. This is what you've been criticised all tournament in the 22, finishing the job. Taken out in the air, thank you. Penalty, that's going to be a card. Yeah. Don't settle for just a card. Get the points.
Broke through a 2-man tackle. And held on to by Guiar. England with a converted try to give them.
Oh! Right, it's got to be a yellow card now. Stop complaining, DuPont. He told you. 1 more and it's a yellow. Stop complaining. I'm starting, ever since that Scotland game last week, I'm starting to think DuPont complains too much. He didn't shake Ben White's hand at the end of the game, which is just unsportsmanlike.
It was the player that was struggling most with the pace of this game. He's had a big rest.
Richard Wigglesworth under his bobble hat. Bill Morrow, the new performance director. Steve Borthwick.
Right, here we go. Again.
Trying to blow England over the try line at the moment.
Here we go, line out again. There we go, collected safely. Balls at the back. Good counter maul by France, that. Good counter maul. You've sucked in all the players, though. If you can get this wide, there's going to be so little defenders out wide.
Well, the ball's got to be protected here. France think they want it back. Not quite.
Out wide, out wide, out wide, out wide. Oh.
The touches needed to be protected and was just by England.
Oh, Van Portfleet, that was the wrong decision. This is white line fever. Oh god, this is so tense.
The very edge of their seats. Little more than 5 minutes to go. The title in the balance, hanging by a thread.
Ben Smith just had a look at Robert.
Dicky wants it. He's on
Held up. Scheiße. Held up.
to win the title. That last line of defence on the try line will have won.
5 minutes left. Is it a dropout? I never remember what it is. If it's held up, is it a dropout? Is it a scrum?
So roll back over the line, get underneath the attacking player, hold them up, and you can drop the ball out. It's one of the first times Ben England have got into a position where they could have scored and looked a little bit pretty.
Yeah, if everyone's getting medical attention, you got to call clock off, right? Right, it is. Clock's off. Wow, tense. I mean, it's a loss that we didn't get the points, and you know, territory and everything is fine at this stage, but now you've got to score. We've done all the hard work of just keeping the ball for the majority of the game in France's half, this side of the pitch, but now it comes down to the one bugbear that England have had all tournament, which is execution within the 22. That's what they've got to overcome. They've got to overcome execution in the 22, which they've just been so poor at all tournament, and that's such a big ask for them. They've got France under a yellow card. They're going to get the ball back.
Giving it the full.
This guy who's on the floor, who's getting treatment, he's either take him off or you know, replace him or something. Like, you can't just wait here forever for someone to get medical treatment. Come on, let's get it going.
You can only imagine that Mathieu Jalibert has as well.
Now look, all the players are getting water break on the side. What's this? This is poor refereeing. Cannot have this. Either he stays on the pitch and he's fine, or he comes off the pitch. Like, gotta get rid of this guy.
Over the line, doesn't he? Once he's on his back.
Oh, big Cunningham South.
Staff from the back fence. And Toje waits. It's beyond him. Atkinson, Smith. England with some nice shape here. Marcus Smith.
Here we go. Getting into the 22 here. Good run by Murley. Good forward play by Rod with ball carrying. I think Van Poortfleet's gone the wrong way there. I think Pollard looks isolated. It's all okay. It's all good. It's all fine. Come on, keep getting over the gain line. Come on, ruin the party in France. Come on, ruin the party. Take the Six Nations from them. Oh, the advantage penalty. It doesn't matter. We need to score a try. Yeah, like, yes, okay, it's a... Yes! He scores! Freeman scores! Freeman scores! Freeman scores! Yes! Oh, my God! Oh! Oh! Yes! Are you kidding me? Oh, my God! No way! Hell yeah! Oh! Oh! Dear Lordy! Oh no! He snatched the candy straight out of the fucking cradle! Oh! This is insane! Oh. Lordy! Oh no! Oh no, France! What's happened? Oh no, France! What's happened? What's happened, France? Oh. 46-45 with 2.5 minutes left to play. Do not make a knuckle-headed error here. You have played unbelievably well. No knuckle-headed errors. Come on, baby. You can do this. Oh.
Look at the French defenders, they are all over the place. The defence just hasn't been there today. They haven't quite lived with England's tempo and aggression. What a match.
Oh, what a take by Chesney from the kickoff. That was unbelievably good. Now, do you kick it away or do you just give it to your forwards to just run the clock out? You kick it away. It's an interesting choice. I'm not sure I would have made the same. I guess it's game plan for territory. No, I thought it was an error. I thought it was an error. I thought it was an error. And now we've got France in our out just outside our 22. You should have just closed it out by passing it to the forwards. Dear lordy, this is stressful.
To be squeaky clean. A drop goal already for France. If anyone has the guts to do that.
Do not give a penalty away. The one thing you do not do is give a penalty away here. I tell you what, though, if France win, they would have earned the championship. I'll give them that. Oh, Pollock's got the ball! Pollock's got the ball! No one panic! Oh my God, Pollock, you just should have just held on to the ball. This is absolute cinema. Oh my God. Come on, England. You've taken them out of drop goal range at least with that.
This is Brennan. Ireland 20 seconds away from the title. England 20 seconds away from one of the most extraordinary, unexpected wins in their...
Dear lordy. This is so tense. 4 seconds left of game time. Okay, it's up. Next error that's not a penalty is game over. Oh, it's a penalty advantage to France.
They've got the best goal kicker on the planet, and Ramos will be polishing the boot. Oh, I just don't know.
I think Ramos, that's very kickable for Ramos, the penalty.
No, back will come. Oh,
It's actually lets it down. There was high tackle there.
Ramos with half a smile on his face.
God. I think Ramos slots this. I think it's game over and France win. I retract all my earlier statements about stealing the championship away from France. Oof. Oh. Here we go. All comes down to this.
Let's see a replay of the tackle. Was it a high tackle that was given?
Yeah. It's the outside defender step to begin. Turning up.
Well, we have sung the praises of Tomo Ramos that I had him throughout this championship. He will finish this tournament. That's the record point score.
This is great captaincy from Mateo there, I have to say. Oh, that's just as I've said that. Is he going to walk him back 10 meters for this?
Is the captain got to talk to the record? Ross doesn't want to.
At this point, I think France just needs to decide where they're going to kick the ball from. You either have it slightly closer, or you have it on the 5 meter line, or you have it on the halfway line and it's slightly inside. Just make a decision. Stop pussyfooting around. He's a great kicker. I'm sure he can do it either way.
Well, he's representing what everyone is doing in Ireland and France and England right now.
He's 5 from 5. He's 100%. It would be crazy if he missed this kick.
To win this championship, to snatch it from Ireland, to snatch the glory from England.
He's done it. As well played. They deserve. Yeah, Slotted it. They did it. Holy crumbs. That was a hell of a game. 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 Oh, holy moly indeed. Holy moly indeed. Jeez.
On this night
God.
away from the glory of their own. A kick away.
Well played, France. Fully deserved. They were the best team for the vast majority of the championship, other than their game against Scotland. Played excellently. But I will say, as English dominant as I am, as an English fan, what a different performance this was by England. What a different performance, not just in tactics, but in terms of effort. I think England have shown what they're capable of. You know, they're one mistake away from beating, I would say, the best team in the world. What a game. What a game. That was crazy.
What a kick. What a legend. Amazing game.
Unbelievable.
Spoken to a lot of different fans here in Paris. They'd almost come out here without much hope. All they wanted to see was some sort of performance from England, but fuck to what they got to with 2 minutes to go.
What a game. Well, I would say Borthwick saved his job with that. I think if England came in here and they put in a lackluster performance and they kicked away possession and they got run over by 40 points, I could very much see Borthwick losing his job. But this was different. They definitely did their homework on what Scotland did to France to try and beat the game. They just weren't as good as Scotland as doing it. It's fine. I think Scotland are better at England at many things, and I think England are better at Scotland at many things, and Scotland are better at possession ball. I think it shows a lot about the potential of this England team as well, and where it can go. But I mean, this is France's championship, and France is riding the momentum at the moment. Fascinated to see what they do in the Nations Championship, and fascinated to see what they do in the World Cup next year. Got such a deep squad, and barring like multiple injuries after multiple injuries, they're the favourite for me to win the World Cup at the moment. I'll be fascinated to see how France do against South Africa. Obviously the quarterfinal for 2023 comes to mind, and what a game that was. Arguably one of the best games of rugby I've ever seen. But France's attack now, compared to France's attack in 2023, I think it's just another level of being able to compete with, And South Africa now, obviously, they have Sasha Feinberg and Zulu at fly half, so that changes things massively as well. This French team, I think it's the Northern Hemisphere hope of winning the World Cup next year. Considering as well, I would be fascinated to see what the statistics are for France in terms of how many times they entered the 22. I would say they entered the 22. If I just had to pull a figure out from just watching the game, not looking at any statistics, I'd say France entered the 22 8 times maximum, and they came away with 46 points at the end of the game, and they and 6 of those points were from 2 penalties. So the conversion rate crazy, and I don't think that's I think that's common on England's defence a little bit. I think there's something going on with us not being able to defend the high ball at all. But I think that's more a comment on just how good France's attack is. It is nutty. It is just so nutty. So nutty. It's like impossible to stop. Because I don't think England has a bad defence. But it just cut it up and just made it look ridiculous. Absolutely nuts.
Were also literally but that moments of our princess's finance one.
I'm happy for England though. they would have wanted to come away and win, and they'll be I reckon the coaching staff and the players will be distraught that they didn't get over the line. But holy crap, did they play so much better than they've played previously. So much better. Anyway, what do you guys think in the chat? What do we reckon here? I'm gonna add a poll. Add another poll. Start a Q&A. I don't know what. No, I'm gonna do start a poll. Did England redeem themselves? See what you guys think. Did England redeem themselves? Poll out there. Yeah. Yes, so far on the vote. 50% at the moment. 50-50. Someone said no, which I think is fascinating. If you've written no there, how I'll be fascinated to hear what you have to say and why you think they haven't redeemed themselves. I thought they were excellent today. I think, there's some genuine criticism of England I think the yellow card was, I think that was ultimately what the difference was, and also the penalty kicks and the conversions from Finn Smith. And that's basic stuff. Those are basics. Those are basics that you want to get right every single time. The Ellis Genge one was just so knuckleheaded, wasn't it? Dragging down that maul, causing a penalty try going into the first half after you were arguably dominant in the first half. Yeah.
Did you ever doubt him?
I guess that's the negative of England, is that, in a way they did kind of defeat themselves with those mistakes.
48, England 46. Pride restored for England, but they will feel they should have won that. But it's
got the ball back at the end and went to play it. Needs to see the game out. Yeah. I mean, there was two occasions, right? I mean, the first occasion was, and I remember I said it live during stream that we've got the ball here. I think we got it from the kickoff, and I was like, Van Poortvliet here just needs to pass it to the forwards and just go forwards, and just do that for 2 minutes. Like we've done it before. I guess the risk is that you can give a penalty away, but then even after that, and we're playing defense, and Pollock turns the ball over, and he almost has him and Murley all of a sudden just get frazzled, and I think he offloads it to Murley, and then Murley knocks it on for it. That was where we could have won the game. Turn the ball over, and even at that point, I think it was 1 minute left. Turn the ball over. If you just kept the ball turned over, could have finished the game and could have won it. Shot themselves in the foot for sure.
Absolutely world class from Tom Arama. 7 from 7, Johnny, for the Frenchman today. Nailed every single kick.
Yeah, I think it's a really interesting sign, right? I think that last one is actually the best one he hit all day. You kind of, when it really matters, you come up with, that was, I don't know what that ended up being, but that was 50 plus by the time that ball landed at the back. 55. And it was effortless, and it was right down the middle, and you can imagine what...
Hell of a, as Johnny is saying, hell of a kick by Ramos at the end. What was it, 55 meters, and it's not straight down the middle as well. It wasn't. It was at a slight angle.
Benjamin, felicitations, they say around here. What an amazing test.
Crazy.
Deserved champions in your view on the whole?
It's hard to say deserved champions considering how much England have given today, how much revived they look. I never thought there was going to be on the 50-40, Scotland-France type of scenario game, but tonight wasn't really far. Maybe a little bit more...
High scoring's back. What was it? I mean, Ireland scored 40 points today. Wales scored 30 points today. This game's 48-46. I guess a comment on rugby in general is that, high scoring's back, which is good. It's good for the game.
He puts the conversions that keep France ahead. He's the one that does the rubber kick, almost an assist for Louis Bielbiaré, and he's the one starting this.
And I don't even think that's much manipulation from World Rugby. It just feels like attack is harder to is much harder to stop than it used to be. There's so much more like intricate moves as well, and the offloading is getting better and better. Oh, Borthwick.
Performance overall.
Well, I think firstly, you should congratulate France, a tremendous team, and done so well. And, it was an excellent game, and they were formidable opponents, and they kept out. So huge congratulations to France, Fabian, and all their team.
But to lose in the manner shades of 2 years ago, it must be bitterly disappointing.
Yeah, well, last year we won on the last very late in the game. It's the nature of the games of England versus France. Two very good sides to go head to head. Outstanding game of rugby and a brilliant atmosphere here.
Into it, it is a fourth loss. The first time England have lost 4 in the Six Nations. Everybody at home will be wondering why it took the 3 losses a night like this, backs against the wall, for England to attack the way they did tonight.
Well, I think it's a bit of time to get it from a training perspective. A bit of time to get it from ensuring all those relationships within the team. We work those aspects together. I think the team, we're really disappointed with the last few weeks. We wanted to get a great result for our supporters tonight. We're disappointed we didn't get the result for them. I hope they can be proud of the way their team played.
Discipline again, a bit of an Achilles heel, the yellow card, rightly or wrongly, cost them 21 points.
I think yes, the yellow cards in this tournament have hurt us. I think if you look at that yellow card, the nature of it, I think that is a very debatable yellow card, as was World Rugby, except it shouldn't have been a yellow card. Unfortunately, when it looks.
Oh, that is not like Borthwick at all.
You know, with your role, result.
Oh, that is not Borthwick at all. I'll tell you what he said and why it's interesting after he's done.
Where the team is heading towards the summer, what would you say to anyone that doubts that you are still the right man to lead this team forward?
I'm very clear on the direction of the team. Very clear on what we're going to do. We're disappointed with we wanted to achieve much more in this championship than what we have done. Clearly, disappointed for our supporters. That we wanted to give them plenty of things to celebrate. We've been unable to do that. We'll make sure that we do that going forward.
Steve, commiserations again. We'll see you again soon.
So, sorry for the silence and not talking there. I was just listening to what Steve Borthwick had to say after the game. I think what was fascinating is a couple of things. So, I think Topsiojo did a good job of asking the right questions, or asking quite aggressive questions and direct questions, which he's perfectly entitled to do. It's like, why haven't England played this way the last 3 games? And Borthwick's responses were that the team needs to gel. If you think about the backline that we've had throughout the tournament, it's changed consistently, as well as like part of the pack. So that's fair. And then, he's talked about the yellow card, and he kind of paused there. And Borthwick is usually in interviews so guarded, like he never gives anything away. Like he just gives the media response to get them to give their answer and go away. But this time he paused. And then he stopped and he goes, actually, the yellow cards, yes, they've hurt us throughout the tournament. But he said, what he said was that he was debatable about that was a yellow card. He also went back and said in Scotland that the first yellow card, that World Rugby admitted that shouldn't have been a yellow card. So that's coming out guns blazing. I have to say to Steve that I disagree with him on both counts. I think the yellow card here for England was fully justified. He is a player that is pulling down a maul right before it goes over a try line. That is cynical play. Should be a yellow card. And I also think against Scotland, when Arndell didn't release the player and there's only one man left to go before the try line, that again should also be a yellow card. So I disagree with him, but he's clear that he's not happy with refereeing decisions. So that's definitely come out of there that's interesting. And then at the end, another part that's interesting is where Topsy goes, do you think you're the right man for the job? And he kind of just laughs it off and goes, I think we're taking the team in the right direction. Which I think after today's performance, I think he's fully justified in laughing it off. The way they play today, how could you be calling for Steve Borthwick to lose his job after the way they play today? There's not a sign of these guys not wanting to play for each other. The leadership question got answered in a big way today, I think, with Itoje's performance. I think Itoje played excellently.
Sign, I think.
He oh god, Itoje played so well, and that was a great leadership performance. I don't see how anyone could watch this game now and think Borthwick needs to go. And if you are, and you're an England fan, you're entitled, and you don't know how good you have it. I'm sorry, that is just the truth, and I'm willing to respond to anybody in the comments, but that's the reality.
It's hardly anybody other than if you have a car on the pitch that's going to catch him. He is that fast, that full of confidence and just unstoppable. So it's an unbelievable weapon that we need to have within the French team. He is our superstar. He is the X factor. Breaks those scenarios, breaks those situations. But tonight we needed to overstretch him, given how much England came with a punch. I mean, I think
Right, I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna end the stream there. I've got to get the review out video for the Six Nations. Thanks very much for tuning in. I appreciate everybody tuning in. It was cool. I'll be probably doing these in the future again. They're fairly low effort. I get to watch the game live, talk to you live. And yeah, it's fun for me to do this. So have a good evening, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the Six Nations. I thought this is probably the best Six Nations we've seen in a very, very, very long time. And it's really setting up for a great Nations Championship in the summer. So I'm also trying to find out how to stop the stream at the same time. Just give me a second here. How do we stop this thing?
Sean, last week you said a Super Rugby match got you in trouble. It got you in a lot of trouble tonight.
Right, okay, I'm just going to take the phone out and do it this way. All right, bye.